Hello and welcome to another edition of Monday Motivation with Bukola. It's a show about inspiration, women empowerment, beauty, business, health, money, entertainment, and advocacy. And in this episode, I have a special guest for you. She is Marla Cilley. She is the author of Chaos to Clean in 31 Baby Steps. She was featured on Saturday's Lipstick Lip Balm and Literacy virtual book reading series, and she gave a lot of tips on how we can keep our life organized, how we can keep our home organized, but most especially how we can keep our mind organized. So we need our mind to be uncluttered in order to have our life organized. So join me this episode. But before we get to the interview, my quote for today, my motivational quote for today, I had to go look for a motivational quote on clutter, because that is the topic from the author, clutter. So my quote for today is from organizemyhouse.com, and it says, keeping baggage from the past will leave no room for happiness in the future. This quote is by Wayne I. Minsner. I will take it again. Keeping baggage from the past will leave no room for happiness in the future. And this quote is by Wayne I. Minsner. And this quote was published on organizemyhouse.com. So what baggage do you have from your past that you are still keeping around? Search through your home. Search even through your office. Search in your car. What do you have there that you haven't used for 1 year or 2 years or more and you are still keeping? You need to get rid of those. If you realize you haven't used something for so long, then perhaps you don't need that thing. So declutter your life today. But I won't take too much of your time on this. Instead, I will want you to join me because I really had fun with Marla, and the audience was on fire on Facebook. So if you are not yet following me on Facebook, I invite you to come to my Facebook page at Bukola Oriola and be a part of the Lipstick Lip Balm and Literacy virtual book reading series that I usually feature on Saturdays live on that page at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time or 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let's go now and listen to Marla and learn how to keep our minds and our lives organized. You all, she brought them in. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing them in. Marla, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All Marla's fans, thank you for coming in. Let's dance, let's dance. Come on. You all, Mandy Lindsay Shoemaker. Here from Fly Lady. Thank you, all you Fly Lady people. This is for you. You are all super, super, super fabulous like Fly Lady.
Hey!
Hello, welcome. Let's see your dance move. Let's see your dance move.
Oh, that's about all I'm gonna do. I don't dance much. But you're doing well enough for all of us. Don't really dance. I sure dance.
You can dance.
I car dance.
You can sit and shake your body.
Yippee! Girl.
Thank you so much for coming on the show again. My people, welcome. This is Lipstick Lip Balm and Literacy virtual book reading series here on Facebook. The goal of this show is to bring authors on and share their expertise with the audience, and also for people who are interested in doing their books to be inspired to do their own books. And the authors will share not only about their book, but behind the scenes and some of the challenges or triumphs, and also how to do your own books, or some of the tips that can be helpful to you as an author. So thank you
Well,
so much, Marla. Marla is called the Fly Lady. Oh, and I have this actually. I was going to show this. I met Marla in Chicago 2 months ago, right?
well, yeah,
Yeah.
about 6 weeks
Yes.
ago. Yeah,
Yes. In May. Wow, time flies. I
it
met
does.
I met Marla in Chicago when I went for the AT&T. It's called Women of AT&T 45th anniversary, Chicago, I think Illinois chapter they call it, and they were raising money to empower survivors of human trafficking. And I and another survivor were invited to come and speak at that event. So they had two events, one in the morning and one at night. The night event, they had Marla as the guest speaker. And oh my goodness, she shared some great tips about how to keep your life organized. Yes, and that day, Marla had such a big heart because I had the chance to have a one-on-one with Marla. I was introduced to her, and I had one-on-one with her. And when we were there, she said people kept coming to ask for her book, and she said, no, I didn't bring my books because I want to use this to support the project they're working on, the cause I want to support. Instead of my book, I have this for you. So, and I have the Fly Lady, and I gave it to her to autograph. So I have my autograph here. Yes, so she gave this to people free, and she autographed it for us to keep and say, that is what she will do that night, because she really wants the group to raise money to support the cause. So thank you so much for your big heart, and I'm really grateful and honored that you said yes to come on the show today. Thank you, and coming to also bring your audience with you. Thank you so much. We have a lot we're going to be learning from Marla. Our website is flylady.net. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I will I will let I will let Marla share with you. However, I have shared links to her website and her new book on the description of this video. This video will also be going on my YouTube channel on Monday, Motivation with Bukola. So on Monday, this video will be on YouTube for those of you who are on YouTube. And if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, this is the time for you to head over to YouTube, Bukola Oriola. You will see me there. Please subscribe to that channel, because you will hear it now live, but we can always go back and watch again, and there are many more things for us. So on that note, I will allow Marla to chat with us.
Well, the one thing I took from our one-on-one in Chicago was that you want to be known not just as a survivor, but you are so much more. You're a mom, you're an entrepreneur, you're an author, you're a great web editor. You have so many other titles. Survivor is just back there someplace. And that's what I was proud of you about. Not being typecast because you've gone through a terrible thing, but that terrible thing has made you who you are. And we don't want to forget it, but we want to go forward and not stay stuck in the past.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. So, I want to start with what you do. Before we get to the book, because we're going to get to the book, but what brought you to the idea of having people to get organized? Because you also talk about organizing, not only getting organized in your, space or life, but getting organized in your mind.
Yeah, it's all up here. The clutter we have between these two ears is what causes the clutter in our homes, the clutter in our calendars, the clutter in our cars, the clutter on our backsides. you know, it's the clutter that's up here. If we can eliminate that clutter, and you're already doing that with not being stuck as a survivor, but going forward, if we can eliminate those titles we give us, you know, oh, poor me, we've got to quit whining about what's happened to us and to go forward in our lives and know that every bad thing that's happened to us has made us who we are. We can celebrate that, but we don't have to stay stuck in that. And that's what I want to do, is help you get rid of that.
Thank you so much. So your new book, the book is called Chaos
to Clean.
Chaos to Clean in 31 steps.
31 easy baby steps.
Okay. In the baby steps. So did you do that using the calendar to make it 31, or why 31?
31 was just a month. You know, we got half of the year is 31 days in each month. So as I was taught as a young child, you take your knuckles on your January has 31 days, February doesn't. March has 31 days, April doesn't. May has 31 days, June doesn't. And now we're in July, it has 31 days, and then you start over. So that's how you know how many days are in each month. That's what I learned as a little kid. And a lot of my friends from high school are here. Hi, Donna. And so
please acknowledge your people, because I know a lot of them are here right now. Thank you so much, Marla's people. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate. And you can post. I'm trying to see if I can see the comments, so I can read some of the comments. And if you do have specific questions, please bring the questions on. So in these 31 days baby steps, could you share some of the tips you have in the 31 days baby steps for us? Hey, welcome in the house, Abra and Aneta.
Well, the thing about the baby steps is people get overwhelmed. My first book, Sync Reflections, is it's 216 pages, and it doesn't give you step-by-step instruction. The new book, it's just read one thing each day and do that one thing. So a lot of us who have busy schedules with children and businesses to run and jobs to do and houses to get in order, a lot of us have, you know, so little time, and I wanted to make it really doable for people, and that's why I turned it into 31 baby steps.
Wow.
So the tips are simple. It starts with what everybody does, is go shine your sink, and that's where we start getting our houses in order. When I first started getting organized in 1999, I sat down on New Year's Day, and you've heard this at the speech I gave on New Year's Day in 1999, and tried to figure out why I couldn't keep my house clean. Here I was going to become a county commissioner in my little county of Transylvania County, North Carolina, and I just wanted to get my home in order so I could be the best commissioner that there could be. And I didn't want the guys on the board of commissioners, 4 men, to find out my dirty little secret was that I couldn't keep house. You know, my grandmother was an immaculate housekeeper. My sister Patty is an immaculate housekeeper, but I was messy. And that was, I put my own self down because of that. That's that clutter that's in your head. So when I started with shining my sink, when I figured out on that day that I had never, I needed to start someplace, just pick one thing. And so many of us want to do more than one thing. We're women. We multitask very well. We multitask, but we don't multitask well. So I wanted to give you one thing to accomplish, and go shine your sink. Empty all the dishes out. I don't care if you have to put them on the floor, but get that sink pretty, shiny. We love to shine things, polish things up, silver, copper, brass, you know, anything that's got a little gleam to it makes us happy. So when you walk into the kitchen first thing in the morning to make your coffee or your tea, there is this sink that's empty. It doesn't have all these dishes. Oh, I should have turned off all my announcements coming in, all my notifications, because they keep popping up. That sink is beautiful, and you're not behind the 8-ball. That's something we say in the United States. If you're behind the 8-ball in pool, you're going to scratch and lose the game. But with the sink clean and shiny, you can get in there and cook. You can make your children breakfast. You can do lots of things without having to clean the kitchen first.
That is, when I heard you, and I think this stuck with me when I came to, I just want to say thank God we reached 100 viewers today for the first time. So when I came to Chicago and I heard you, one thing stuck with me. It was your comment on the bathroom. And you said, when you take the shower, scrub the bathroom, because the bathroom makes its own soap. You are there washing with soap, so there is soap already there. And once you do that immediately after your shower, or while you are doing your shower and then you rinse yourself off and get out, then your bathroom is not dirty. It's always clean because you do it every day. And that kind of stuck with me. What I used to do was just to use water to rinse off this soap scum while I'm taking my shower, but it didn't occur to me to like grab the brush and scrub it every day. And really, I realized that when you said that, I realized it's true. There is soap on there, because when I'm washing the bathroom, I thought it's the Fabuloso that I'm using that is making all the soap. I didn't know that part of that soap is the soap that is already in the bathroom. So could you give us more tips on how to declutter our mind? Because you said if the mind is cluttered, then the house will be cluttered, the bathroom will be cluttered, everywhere will be cluttered. What is one thing we can do every day to declutter our minds?
Well, let me make a comment on what you talked about with the bathroom.
Okay.
Today's July the 1st.
Yes.
And with July, our habit of the month is swish and swipe. And it's a way to keep our bathroom clean. And it takes me longer to tell you how to do it than to actually do it. But you start with one of our purple rags or washcloth or whatever you got. You wipe down the mirror, because if you've been flossing your teeth properly, you've got these little specks all over the mirror. And so you wipe down the mirror, you put away your makeup and things, and you keep that underneath the bathroom sink so it's not laying out on your counter. And you wipe out your sink, and then you head over to your toilet and you pick up your toilet bowl brush. And if you have little kids, you want to keep old shampoos and stuff with a 50-50 solution in a squirt bottle, like you would dishwashing liquid would come in, and squirt it in the bath in the toilet, and then swish your toilet, and then put your toilet bowl brush back in its container. I keep my toilet bowl brush in a container that's a 50-50 solution of old shampoos and old body washes that I'm allergic to, or I don't like the smell, but they clean the toilet, because soap is soap. And so in 30 seconds or less, you can have your bathroom always smelling fresh. Your mirrors are going to be gleaming. Your sink is not going to be full of toothpaste stains. And your bathroom is going to bless you, not just you, but anybody that might use your bathroom. Because most of us don't want people going in our bathrooms, because we have let them go for many weeks. And it may take a crisis clean to get the bathroom into the order that it needs to be in. So that explains what our July habit is. And each month we practice a new habit, and habits strung together become routines, and those routines change the way we think about things. And when I can change the way we think, that martyred attitude that keeps us stuck with, I don't have time, because I've got to do this, 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 and the other thing. If we would just slow down a little, go to bed at a decent hour. I was really proud of myself this morning. I slept in for the first time in many weeks, and I got 104% of the sleep that I'm supposed to get. And I had I wear a fitness tracker, and it tracks my sleep too. And I got 2 sessions of full REM sleep last night. I feel like a new woman today. I mean, when you get your rest, you're not, when your baby doesn't get his nap out, how irritable he can be. Mm-hmm. Or if the baby doesn't get enough sleep, they're just really fussy. Well, that happens to us too. So that's the first thing I would tell you to get rid of the clutter, is that you don't need much sleep. That's what we tell ourselves. We don't need a lot of sleep. Even though our president only gets 3 hours of sleep a night. I don't know how he does what he does with 3 hours worth of sleep. I need 8 hours. I'm telling you, I need my 8 hours, and I got 9 last night, and I'm a happy girl. So getting rid of that clutter, that you don't have to get much sleep, and going to bed at a decent hour. And if you've got little children in the house, you need to go to bed not long after they go to bed, because they're going to be up at the crack of dawn. Mm-hmm. And then when they get up and you're not up, there are going to be messes everywhere in the house, because we just want 5 more minutes, and they're in the refrigerator wanting breakfast, and they're getting the milk out and the cereal, and there's going to be a pile of cereal on the floor, and the milk jug's too heavy. You just gotta, you got to be up before they are, because you got to corral them and you got to get them on your schedule so that you can keep them doing what they need to do, to directed play, so to speak, and learning. And you can do that if you've had enough rest and you're not fussy at them, and then you get rid of the guilt of saying ugly, hateful things to your babies. They're your babies. Be nice. Love them, guide them in the way God wants you to raise them up, and do it with enough sleep. That's my biggest thing my ladies don't do. They don't get enough sleep.
So we've heard that, ladies, we need to be getting enough sleep. And I really like the idea of mixing up all the soaps you don't like. And Mother's Day was last month. Soap is usually one of the gifts, most popular gift that people will give you for Mother's Day. And sometimes you get a kind of soap you don't like. Put it together.
It works.
Then we need hair freshener. That will be the hair freshener. And getting sleep is true sleep. And we do take sleep for granted a lot, especially for entrepreneurs. Because we are trying to get things for example, if you're an entrepreneur that does not have a staff, you are the social media manager.
Oh.
You are the content creator, you are the marketer, you are the everything. So because an entrepreneur could be the one responsible for all these roles, we tend to want to do everything, or we have that anxiety that, we haven't done what we're supposed to do, or we haven't finished everything. So how do we cope?
Well, I want you to change the word anxiety.
Okay.
Because it's not so much you're anxious about it, you're passionate. And when you're passionate about something, it's not work at all. This is what I told my son when he graduated from high school. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? And he said, I want to be a weatherman. Well, he keeps me out of jail now, but his hobby is weather. And he went to college to be a weatherman, but now he takes care of, the Fly Lady. I don't have to take care of the Fly Lady books because he does it. My background is bookkeeping. I can do it if I need to, but I trust him to take care of things. And I get to do the social media stuff, the posting on the YouTube channel. And I want to thank you for telling me about this split screen stuff, because I had no idea And I did it on Thursday. And we reached, I'm almost embarrassed to say, close to 260 something thousand people.
Wow.
And 26,000 people actually watched the video that
Wow.
I did, where people coming in and you know, asking questions one-on-one. I was so used to doing podcasts where people could call in and I could talk to them. I couldn't see them, but now I get to see them like I get to see you. And this is such a great tool. I am so happy to have this new tool.
It is. I'm grateful too. And, you know, thanks to Facebook for listening to people's feedback, because you were one of those who gave Facebook feedback to have something like this. So,
I love it. It's gonna get people talking more, I believe. I think it's going to be a wonderful tool for entrepreneurs, for motivational speakers, for just getting in touch with your, you know, friends and family too. So even though it'll be live to everybody.
yes, yes, yes. So,
but it's fun.
Thank you. And the 31, the one for 31 days, the link, I posted the link in this description. So please, you can click the link to go get your own copy to start learning the step-by-step process. Also, I know that you do have knowledge about book publishing. So we want to inspire people out there who would like to publish their books, but they don't know how to go about it. Or they are scared, thinking, oh, they need some special expertise to publish their book. So what advice do you have to inspire such people?
Well, you're the queen of this. You've published many books. You've published more than I have. We self-published Sync Reflections back in 2002. And it was a hard process. You had to have a book packager, you had to have a printer, you had to go through all this stuff. And even in 2005 when we did Body Clutter, it was the same thing. But now there is a wonderful tool that Amazon uses called Create Space. Your biggest job is to write. And don't get caught up in the editing. I tell everybody, you got a book in you. And Pastor Andrew's watching right now, and he's got a book in him too.
Good.
So
I get to work and publish that book.
But everybody's got a book in them. You just have to write. Even if it's just your family history and what you know, you can start writing about that. Because Robert the other day was sitting down and writing an essay about our property and what people that would come after us would need to know about our little 9 acres here. So write down the things you know so you can pass them along to your family. But if you have something bigger, which you do and I do, that needs to get out and help more people, Create Space is a great tool. My sister Patty and Ken Hartley has published a book on Create Space. My husband has published a book on Create Space. I did Chaos to Clean, the audio, not the audio, the Kindle edition on Create Space. So you can get it out there in Kindle. About 50% of the people are using Kindles nowadays. So you've got to have that digital market. And plus, it'll put it into whisper speech and it'll read to people. So it's just a beautiful way to get your book out there. And then it will publish on demand a hard copy that you can send to people, and you can order. My friend Tammy, she orders cases of books to take with us to conferences, and she sells them, you know, in person. So Create Space is, as Annette says, wonderful, awesome, you know, because it gives just a normal person the ability to print a book. And it's very helpful. And everybody just needs to write and not get stuck in their perfectionism of, I don't have time to do it right. I don't really have anything to say. If you start writing, it's going to start pouring out of you. The Holy Spirit's going to take over, and by golly, you're going to have a book before you know it, because you have something to say. Each of us is a pastor in our own way, if we will just listen to what's going on inside our heads.
I really like that. And you've heard it, create space. It's true. Create space is really good. And I use it too. I just published a book, which day? 2 days ago, on create space, that will be launching at the end of this month. So create space. And you can, it doesn't have to be big. Is that?
No.
Does it have to be big? No.
Well, let me tell you a little rule. 300 words is a page. So if you have 30,000 words, you've got 100 pages. If you have 60,000 words, it's 200 pages. So that makes it good for you.
Yes. I like that tip. So you can use your word count to know how many pages you already have.
Right.
Whoa. I really like
Now, I am not a good speller. Thank goodness for word, spell check.
Yes.
I'm pretty good with grammar, but we all need editors, and we all need people we can trust, because we've all got those friends that can pick out a mistake in a heartbeat.
Yes.
So I used when we did the book 31, the Chaos to Clean book, we used a wonderful tool called Slack. It's a great way to talk to your team if you're an entrepreneur. It's slack.com, and you set up a Slack group. And what I did is I had people send me edits. I kept the pure copy. You don't want somebody editing the original copy, but you go back in and fix the edits that they find in your original copy, and then you have to put it into a PDF and upload it to CreateSpace and go in there and play with the format a little bit. And I had Tammy to help me with that, because I'm good at writing, but I'm not real good at some of the technical stuff, even though I pretend to be a geek. So
oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
If you can just do this for me, so I won't stand because of that. So I don't want to be intimidating.
Hey, the one thing people don't know about me is I like to produce music. And when I am producing music, and I produced 4 CDs, 2 of them country music albums, and I'm a member of the Grammy Association. So when I'm producing music, I like to do it in the truck so that I can hear the music. And if I start truck dancing or car dancing, I know it's a good song.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't know you're a music producer, and I'm looking for a music producer because I got a song and I want it produced.
Well, you can do that too by yourself. And I'll tell you privately, because you don't want to put it out here right now. No, you have to produce it and copyright it yourself. So
okay.
I'll teach you that on the side.
I'll be talking to you about that.
Okay.
Guys, I have it on my computer, and I will be talking to you about that. Really, I want to produce it into a single or something. Yeah, I think it's going to be going also for a soundtrack, but I will talk to you about that.
Yeah, one of the cool tools to use in internet production of music is CD Baby.
CD Baby, okay.
CD Baby.
Oh my goodness, we are learning a lot here today. Now that you talk about CD Baby, you see, we won't let it go today. Well, now you talk about CD Baby, audio books. What would you recommend for making audio books? Do you have any recommendations?
Well, you got to read. You got to be able to read. And I read Body Clutter and Sync Reflections when we did our audio versions. And it was hard for me because I'm not a good reader, an out loud reader. I'm a better listener than I am a speaker when it comes to reading. I didn't do it well, but I still did it. And I had Leanne Ely with me when we did Body Clutter because she co-wrote it with me. She taught me how to read in flowing ways. So it's hard to read your own work. It really is. And now with computer generated voices on CreateSpace, when it goes to Amazon, it'll read for you. So you might not have to do audios anymore.
Wow.
But I did it on CD Baby. We did it all up and I put it out on CD Baby. We also have downloads that we have from our own website. So CD Baby is a great way to get some stuff done if you have music in your heart.
Oh, thank you so much. I just saw a question popped up.
Okay.
Ask how you grew your following.
How did I grow my following? Well, I've been around a long time, since December the 7th of 1999, and it's kind of organically grown. So our Facebook page is close to 600,000. We have about 300,000 in an email group. I don't even keep up with Twitter or YouTube. So it's just one person tells another when they find something that works for them. You stand in the line at Walmart and you tell people, and they go home and sign up. And it's just, it was just sort of grassroots efforts. I've never really promoted myself except on Facebook, any at all. So, and I've done that in the last year. We've done some ads and things, but people really want to get their homes in order because women identify how they feel with how their homes look. And it's not something I set out to do. It just happened and it grew. First year there were 10,000 people and now we're close to 1 million.
Wow. There's something you just said. It's about, you go to Walmart to tell people about it. I think because we are now living in the digital age, we don't tend to make use of the online opportunities as we used to, where we talk to our neighbor or our friend or anybody we meet about what we are doing. So that's what I'm getting from what you just said. As we go out offline, let's also tell people about what we do and encourage them to check us out.
Well, one of the things that with the invention of Facebook, we're never really going to be alone anymore because we always can reach out, but we have to reach out. If we're feeling lonely, we need to, contact somebody and say, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to a person with skin on, not just a computer screen or a phone screen. Every Friday night on Fly Lady is date night. And it's not just date night with your spouse or your significant other. Take a child out. Take your nephews or nieces out. Skin on skin contact with somebody you love. Get out there. Touch somebody's lives because you're setting the example for them to reach out and become real, not just through the computer screen. So we have to realize we're humans. We like to be around people. We're not stuck in our houses all day long alone. A lot of us are, but we can reach out through Facebook, but sometimes let's get the girls together and go out for a girls' night out. You can go out and have dinner and not go really party, but have people over. And when your house is in order, you don't mind inviting people over. When your house is in order, you can drop everything, pack the kids' bags, and go on vacation. I got that testimonial this morning. She was able to leave within an hour of somebody saying, you want to go camping with us? And all the laundry was done, all the dishes were done. She was able to pack up in an hour and leave with 4 kids.
Wow.
Because everything was done. She didn't have to do those things to be able to walk out the door. And now, right now, we're dealing with wildfires and it's hurricane season, and you could be asked to evacuate at a moment's notice. And what are you going to take? Do you know where everything is? Your family pictures and your passport and your birth certificate and all the things that you need to get things done in your life. Could you walk out the door and not miss anything? So yesterday, this morning, I sent out an essay on that. Gave you a checklist on what you would need if you got evacuated. You know, a lot of people are moving today. July is a big month for people going into new places. You got to pack up.
People moved this week, was it? Yes. 2 people told me they were moving this week.
And we have a whole section on our website on moving. There's a whole section in Sync Reflections on moving. So you got to do it systematically, and don't move clutter. You got to get the clutter out of your lives. And if you've been where I've been, you've held on to things because we were taught you might need it one day, but guess what? We usually don't. And if we do, if we bless someone else with it when we need it, God will send it back to us. So if you'll just get the clutter out of your lives so that you can function, you're going to be able to write those books. You're going to be able to start those businesses. You're going to be able to raise a God-fearing family that's going to have a mom that is lovable instead of hated because she has an ugly mouth and says ugly things. We got to calm ourselves down, quiet our brains, and get enough sleep so that we can be the best person that God wants us to be.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Anonymous question.
Anonymous question. Okay.
It brings the clutter in, and I want to be clean. Yes. It brings the clutter back in. How do I deal with it?
The husband brings the clutter back in?
Yes.
Well, you got to get it out of the house when he's not there. You got to take it to Goodwill. You got to donate it while he's not around. Get it out to the trunk of your car and hide it. But you can't declutter his stuff. That's a no-no. Don't declutter his stuff. You declutter your stuff, because if you get your stuff out of the house, it's going to look 100% better. And you'll get around to helping him because he's going to see all your clutter hideaways are getting clean, and then he won't be cluttering as much because he's going to like living in peace too.
I think she's happy with your response. Oh, good. So you were talking about the lipstick. So the lipstick I have today, I actually have 2. I'm wearing 2. I don't usually wear one lipstick. I usually wear more than one, sometimes up to 3 colors. But today I'm wearing 2 right now. And
you're a little more creative than I am.
No, I'm just watching from YouTube channels. Yes. So this one is kind of peach, and you see it's almost gone here. It almost matches the color of my dress. And then this one is violet. It says Violet Vixen 830, and this one is by Mabelline. So I call it purple. Yeah, purple.
Oh,
violet.
that is.
Yes.
That's purple, yeah.
Yes, so that's what I have on today. From this one is Covergirl, and this one is Mabelline. So yes.
Well, mine is Plum by Bobby Brown.
Nice.
It doesn't turn orange on me.
Nice.
I don't do orange.
Oh,
Orange is not my color.
have I tried orange before? I'm not sure if I've tried orange. Maybe I should give it a try and see. Orange. I struggle with red. I do red. I don't like doing red because I struggle. I've not found the red that I really like when I wear it. Yeah, so red is my own trouble.
Red can be orange or it can be almost purple. So you may need to put a foundation on your lips first before you put it on.
Oh, okay.
I do know that much. Hey, Mary Jack. I went to high school with Mary Jack too. So
thank you, thank you. Let's go. Somebody said, let's go lipstick shopping. Yes, go lipstick shopping. Oh, thank you for also posting the flylady.net in the comment, Barbara. Thanks so much. So please, my people, go on there and get your copy.
now let me warn people a little bit about something. Once you find something you really like when it comes to makeup, stick with it. Quit trying new things. Like I buy 1 quart, 32 ounces of shampoo a year.
Wow.
1 quart. I don't buy a bunch of stuff and try a bunch of things. It just becomes clutter. I find what works. I've been using this same shampoo for 12 years or more. Wow. And you don't have, you know what you love. So quit shopping around for different things. I mean, I've got friends that have really thin hair and they keep buying all this stuff to make their hair fuller and thicker. And, you know, sometimes you just need a little Epsom salt rubbed on your scalp. You know, it just,
that's fine.
you just have to find what works. I've been using Bobbi Brown for probably 10 years because it doesn't change colors on me. I'll go through, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I have to wear makeup when I go on stage or get on Facebook now. And I'm allergic to it, so I got to take it off as soon as I get off of here. So I'm allergic to just about everything when it comes, that's why my eyes have been watering. Is because I'm allergic to it. So find what works for you, stick with it. And that's going to save you money in the long run. And it's the same thing with brands of clothing. If you know something fits you well, stick with that. And then you can go on eBay and know that the sizes are going to fit you. I buy most of my clothes off of eBay because I hate shopping. Because you go shopping and you spend more money than you planned on spending. And so we jack up our credit cards. We still haven't gotten anything we can wear. I mean, I've got a closet full of winter clothes right here that I bought off of eBay.
Wow.
And then this summer, I only had to buy 2 new shirts, 2 new tank tops, and a new pair of capris because I wore a pair out last year. So you know what you need when you find the things you like and you stick with it. So you can save a lot of money if you'll stay out of the stores. It's
so true. Decluttering. Last month, that was when I did it. I went in my closet and packed out about 80% of my clothes.
Oh, good for you.
And I took them to Goodwill.
You can bless someone else with them.
Yes, I had, when I packed, because I put them in garbage bags. They're packed, including shoes. I realized that I packed 12 bags. Yes, 2 bags of shoes and 10 bags of clothes. I took them first to the Battered Women Shelter, but they didn't take them. They said they were not taking clothes. I guess they had a lot of clothes already. Clothing wasn't the need at the time. So I just took it to Goodwill. And I said, hey, the few ones that I have, I'm just going to keep repeating them. Like sometimes we have clothes in our closet that we haven't worn for a year, 2 years. I had some clothes I'd not worn for 3 years. And I will look at it, I'm like, oh, I will wear this someday, I'll wear it tomorrow. I don't get to wear it. So that's the question. So
we wear about 10% of the clothes we have in our closet.
A question from Wendy.
Okay.
A question from Wendy. She said, "Is that Sam's Club shampoo? Where do you buy the shampoo? The quart size? The quart size, is it from Sam's
I got it off of Amazon.
Amazon.
And it's a product. I used it in a hotel room. You know, when you get those little samples in a hotel room, it was an Aveda product, Aveda, whatever. It was just an Aveda product, and it was rosemary mint shampoo. I liked the way it smelled. I liked the way it cleaned my hair, and I wash my hair every day. So I needed something that wasn't going to hurt my hair, and I go through a quart a year. So it doesn't take a lot of soap when you have country water. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow. And somebody said, this is just a comment though. Somebody said, I'm a guy. I don't wear lipstick. Actually, that's why it's called. We started with lipstick and lipstick and literacy, but they had to modify it to lipstick, lip balm, and literacy, in order to be all inclusive. There is a question from somebody about working mom. She wants advice on cleaning schedule for a working mom.
Well, if all the kids are out of the house and you're going to work, that's less messing that's going to happen in your home while you're gone to work. The main thing is you got to get up before the children. You got to do a simple morning routine, and you break your weekly home blessing into 7 days so that you're not doing all of that in 1 hour. So you're doing 10 minutes of some basic cleaning, and then doing the floors one day. I have a little list on my computer and on my bathroom wall that tells me if it's Friday, I do the floors. If it's Saturday, I do the sheets. If it's Monday, I mop. So I have a little fun thing to keep up with how we do things. So it makes it, if you work outside the home, you're going to love our system, because half of our members stay at home and half of our members work outside home. It works for everybody.
This is really nice. And this is just a comment from somebody. She said, I started decluttering my stuff last night.
Good.
God is good. I don't know about this was the show today. Oh, she didn't know that the show today was
That's the Holy Spirit working.
Yes, that's the Holy Spirit working. So thank you so much. I would like to ask, what will be your last word for the audience before we call this a wrap?
The main thing I want people to remember is we're stuck in our perfectionism. And if we can get rid of our perfectionism, we're going to get things done. Because the perfectionism that we were raised with, those in the United States know what I'm talking about. I don't know about Nigeria, but in the United States, we were taught if you can't do it right, don't do it at all. And that's the only thing we listen to from our parents. What I want you to do is to just do something. Even if you do it halfway, it's still better than not done at all. And that goes for writing your books. It goes for mopping your floors. It goes for cleaning your bathroom. That's why Swish and Swipe is so fast. It doesn't have to be done perfectly. It just has to be done. And quit getting caught up and not doing it the way our parents did it. Just do something, and your house is going to be a whole lot cleaner. And when you hear yourself say these words, I don't have time, I want you to set your timer for 2 minutes, or put on some fun music and dance around the house and do what you said you didn't have time to do.
I like that tip. I like that tip. Oh, thanks so much. So don't worry about trying to be perfect. Just get it done. And perfection, I think it's something that is universal, because even growing up, it was the same from going to school, where I remember whenever you come home with grade that is not perfect, be prepared to get spanking. Just prepare your mind for the spanking when you get home. Yes.
Guess what? Mom and daddy aren't at home. You get to do it in your house the way you want to.
So I think the perfectionism thing is something that the whole society is about, and we have to try to make everything perfect instead of just doing what we can do and keep going from there. So thank you so much. I'm going to put the music back on. We're going to let you go.
Okay.
Our time is up. Thank you for all the valuable information you shared. Oh my goodness, I learned more than I was planning to learn today. So thank you so much, and I hope that you all have learned a lot from today's broadcast and from our fabulous author Marla, and all Marla's people from California, Ohio, Alabama, Missouri, and every other place. Thank you so much for coming in. And my fabulous people in the house, I see La Monique here. I see, I think Yvette has dropped off. And I see Furo came in. Deborah, yes, I see Furo now. Deborah, who else did I see? Oh, Shei Hopewell. So thank you so much. If I don't remember to call your name, please pardon me. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. And we will see you next Saturday on another Lipstick, Lip Balm, and Literacy virtual book reading series. The author that is coming next week, just wait until I reveal to you during the week.
Do some dancing.
Yes, we're going to do some dancing and still fabulous. And if you want to come on this show, please send me a private message or send me email at info@bukolaoriola.com. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Wow. You find what I told you, that it was a lot of information. It was a lot of expert knowledge that Marla shared with us, and not only expert knowledge, but practicable steps that you and I can take to have our lives organized, by starting first from our mind. If you have questions, please post your questions below. I also have Marla's information in the description, so click to go get the book Chaos to Clean in 31 Baby Steps, and also connect with Marla. And I invite you also to subscribe to this channel if you are not yet subscribed. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and God bless you until next time. Bye bye.